And we are back. Welcome back to Esso versus Erik, where again we're going to have to start today's episode in the transfer market because the sale of Raphael Varane to Al Hilal has been completed. You'll see the deal here is worth a total of £93 million. He has also initially given us £74 million to put into the transfer kitty. However, the board have only given me £42 million to get my replacement in. That replacement, as you all know from the start of last episode, is set to be Gertruida. The bid has been accepted. Personal terms have been accepted. However, less than 24 hours later, Gertruida has signed for Liverpool. Citing that he is looking forward to moving to Liverpool due to their performance in the league.
I like it.
Not to mention, their deal is only worth 87 million. Our one was a total of 100 million with all the add-ons put on, so he's taken a lesser deal and lesser wages because we were giving him 200,000 a week just to move to Liverpool. Screw you, Gertruida. Now, obviously, we're going to have to dip back into the market, see what else is available. Our scouts have really identified Upamecano and Mancini as the best options. I've made bids for both, but obviously the prices and the overall ability aren't on the same level as Gertruida in terms of coming into the system to replace Varane. I genuinely thought Gertruida was a done deal. He had all the attributes ready to come in and replace Varane, but alternatives are now needed. And look, we're not going to get these players in immediately. It might not be until the end of the window. So we're going to have to make do with what we've got for the rest of this window. And it's going to have to come soon because today's game is at home to Tottenham in the Premier League. Now, in the real-life fixture, this finished in a 2-2 draw. Manchester United went into the half-time break with a 2-1 lead after playing well. However, switched off once again at the start of the second half, allowing Bentancur to score within just 30 seconds of the restart. And that is how the game finished, a 2-2 draw. The one thing I would say about us going into this game is if you actually look again at the preview for this match, Tottenham currently sit 15th in the Premier League table in this series. They've also sacked Ange Postecoglou and put Julian Lopetegui in charge. So Tottenham are in absolute free fall at the moment. They did beat us in the previous fixture earlier on in this series, but we're going to have to capitalise on this. This is a real opportunity for us, obviously in the league table as well. If we win this game, we will leapfrog Fulham and Newcastle and get back into those Champions League places as well. So massive, massive pressure on us. Let's look at the team. So the only major changes made to the starting lineup for this match are obviously Varane coming out due to him now being sold, and Lindelof actually pulled me to one side prior to this match and said that he wants to be the player to step up into Varane's shoes. So fair play to Lindelof. He told me he wants to play as a ball-playing defender on the right side of the fence and replace Varane. So I'm going to give him the opportunity to do that. He says he's the one capable of doing it. So fair play to him. I'm going to give him the opportunity. The only other change is Marcus Rashford did not get over the injury that he sustained in that League Cup semi-final, despite getting us the 2 goals that got us back into that match. So unfortunately, he is going to have to sit this one out. Garnacho moves back over to the left-hand side, meaning that Anthony comes in to the right-hand side. Overall, though, I still think we've got a pretty solid team for this game. Let's see if we can get the result. So for Tottenham, their team is as followed. It's Vicario in goal, a back four of Emerson, Romero, Davies and Van de Ven. However, it's Van de Ven at left back and Davies at centre back. You'd think that would be the other way round, but I guess they're doing it for pace reasons. In midfield, it's a midfield three of Bentancur, Sarr and Maddison, and then a front three of Kulusevski, Solomon and Richarlison. No Heung-min Son in the Tottenham squad. This is a game we simply have to win. Let's make sure we do our jobs professionally and let's get this win. Because let's be honest, it's only Tottenham.
No. He's got a point.
So it is Tottenham to get us underway. And it looks like they've also turned us round. We're kicking towards the Stretford end in this first half at Old Trafford. But it is revenge on the minds of those Manchester United players. We cannot afford to drop points to Spurs for the second time this season. Finally, we have our first clip of the game. It's a Tottenham goal kick. Ben Davies feeds Bentancur onto Sarr, and you can see the Manchester United press in effect, but is it good enough? Because we're still not putting enough pressure on the ball, if you ask me here, but we've won it back, or have we? No, we haven't. Tottenham keep it. Kulusevski. Now we win it back with Garnacho. That's what we want to see. But he gives it away. Why are we so sloppy again? Ball sent downfield. Shaw wins it back. On to Mount. Martinez into Casemiro. He's got options left and right. Goes for Anthony. Feeds Bruno Fernandes. Option out wide is Wan-Bissaka. He's got a ball into the box. Højlund's there. This is his moment. And once again, Rasmus Højlund doesn't put the header in a dangerous area. Straight at the goalkeeper. But it looks like the press is starting to work. This one comes out to Solomon though. He feeds Richarlison, but Lindelof's in well. Bruno Fernandes goes wide to Garnacho. Flicked on towards Mason Mount. Big chance. Surely. Mount. No! Hits the post via a deflection. Another big chance wasted. Throw into United. Launched in by Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro plays it back out to Wan-Bissaka. There's bodies at the back. Oh, but it's given away. There were options for passes. What is he doing? At least he's won it back. Now can we start creating? Lindelof. Back out to Wan-Bissaka. He's got Anthony ahead of him. Just drive at them. They were instructed to run at the players. I guess that's why Wan-Bissaka wasn't passing it. Anthony plays this one wide. Shaw's got Garnacho ahead of him. Finds Garnacho. He's in behind Emerson again. Drives into the box. Emerson with the challenge. Garnacho keeps it alive. Finds Mount. He then loses it. Garnacho wins it back. It comes to Anthony, but it's cleared. Wan-Bissaka again. What is it with us and these scrappy passages of play? It's in towards Højlund. He goes down. Penalty has been given. Didn't really get a good view of it, but we will take a penalty in this situation. And the penalty has been awarded. Christian Romero went in too hard on Rasmus Højlund. Well, that's not a surprise. It is Christian Romero, after all. Prolific for making too physical of a challenge. And it's Bruno Fernandes in a big game once again. And Vicario saves it. A second penalty miss of the season for Bruno. Anthony with the corner, headed clear. I don't believe it. What is going on with our players at the moment? We just don't have the bottle to take big chances. And that is half time. I mean, Tottenham have had nothing. They've still got the possession, by the way. 61% possession. We're on full press here and we can't get the ball off them. But 5 shots, 2 on target. Another penalty missed. More big chances missed by Højlund and Mason Mount. It's just... oh, it's so frustrating. It really is. And you know what? I'm going to show no mercy. I'm taking Bruno and Højlund off. You can't be missing big chances like that in games like this. I'm going to leave Mount on because at least he's actually creating stuff when we have the ball. But Højlund's done nothing. Martial scored a great goal in the last game, so I'm going to bring him on. I've changed the tactics a little bit more. We need to get more possession, but we also need to create more chances. I'm also going to set Wan-Bissaka to get forward as well because you know what? He's actually looked pretty damn good and has improved as an attacking fullback for me so far in this series. So that's what we're going for. Let's see if it can make a difference. United get the second half underway at Old Trafford. And now we've lost the pull of the Stretford end as well. So Casemiro, now the captain, feeds Kobbie Mainoo, who immediately looks to release Anthony in the wide area, who just gave up on it. What are we doing, man? Show some passion. From said throw-in, Wan-Bissaka launches it in. Shaw flicks it on and it's straight into Vicario's hands, which means that that is not the end of this clip because something's about to happen here. Vicario goes long due to the United press and gives it back to Manchester United. Casemiro onto Kobbie Mainoo, slips it into Anthony. 1v1, has to score, does score. And they didn't even go to VAR. The flag went up immediately. He must have been off. But a good introduction to the match from Mainoo. Corner to United. Mason Mount to take. Headed clear to Johnson. And just hoofs it downfield. There's no one upfield for Tottenham. They are just happy to play for this 0-0 draw. Which we will not allow to happen to the best of our ability as manager. Martinez to Shaw, given away again. Come on, boys, concentrate. I don't believe this. Well done, Martinez. I thought Tottenham were going to then break in behind. They've not even had a chance in this match. And Casemiro's given it away. Now they are going to have a chance. And it's Mainoo Solomon. Good recovery from Lindelof. What are we doing? He's even kept it in. Shocking from the midfield. Shocking. And with that said, I'm immediately making more changes. I'm putting Mainu a little bit deeper. I'm bringing Eriksson on for Casemiro and Malacia on for Luke Shaw because he's better at going forward. Come on, boys. We've just got to sort it out. I don't know what's going on with them. Another corner to United. Eriksson now on to take this one. Whips it in. Headed cleared once again. Maddison's injured, so Mount should be winning that easy. Comes to Wan-Bissaka. Now Anthony. Room to shoot. Deflected. Behind for another corner. Come on. This one's going to go short. Eriksson finds Anthony. Gives it away, but Mount wins it back and whips it in. Martinez is there. Now Malacia looks to recycle. Mainu. Lovely ball to Garnacho. Cut across, but Garnacho was offside. It was another good ball from Mainu. We've just got to get these offsides sorted. From the offside free kick, it is Tottenham that go. There goes the United press. Can we win it back? It's a short pass, but Martial just stops. Doesn't follow through with it. Headed clear only as far as Bentancur. Kulusevski. Long from Romero. Wan-Bissaka wins it. Finds Eriksson. Now Martinez. All the way back to Onana. We're still looking to build up where we can. It's a fine balance between patience and casual play, and it's been given away by Mainu. I've just been bigging up his passes. Van de Ven goes through. Cuts it back to Solomon. And Tottenham's first chance of the game should have been a goal. Now it's Anthony with a free kick. Goes short to Eriksson. And another penalty has been given. I'm not sure about that one. But it has been confirmed by VAR, a second penalty for Manchester United. Bruno's no longer on the pitch, so it's Denmark's regular penalty taker, Christian Eriksen, against his former club, and Eriksen scores! We needed a bit of luck, and we've got a bit of luck. Manchester United lead, the penalty for the foul on Eriksen, scored by Eriksen, and now it's our turn to be a little bit more stingy. Tottenham have tried to play for this 0-0 all game, and now it's our turn. And with that said, I'm also going to make my final change and put McTominay on in midfield because obviously he's a bit more defensive-minded than Mason Mount. And of course, if Tottenham are able to equalise, we can then move McTominay up front with Martial to get ourselves a goal if we do need it. So, security now on the mind. Let's just see out this game, please. Free kick for Tottenham. We've managed to avoid any clips up until this point, which means the tactics have been working. Ball finds its way through to Eriksson now. He's got runners ahead of him. One of them's Martial. It's tight for offside. Martial misses, and he was offside anyway. But we'll take it. At least it was a Manchester United chance. 2 minutes left. Romero goes downfield for Solomon. Now Lo Celso. One back by Wan-Bissaka and Eriksson combined. On to Kobbie Mainu. There's space for the United players. Spurs are down to 10. Wan-Bissaka whips this one in. I think Garnacho's offside, and he volleys it over, and he was offside. Come on, boys. Just focus. Concentrate. Made it through to what I hope is the final clip. It always shows the last 20 seconds, so hopefully this is the last 20 seconds. It's Vicario. It's got to go forward for Spurs immediately. Christian Romero. Out to Ben Davies. There is the timer, and that is it. It is done. A shocking performance, but a victory. And one that should have been wrapped up way sooner if Bruno Fernandes would have scored his penalty. But we had the bottle to make the changes. Eriksson came on. We got another penalty that he won, and he scored. The defence played their part. Brilliant from them. Only a 6 from Anthony. Best believe he's going to get dropped for the next game. But, honestly, what a stressful episode that's been. Thank you very much for watching as always. I'll see you in the next one.